So children, today we are going to learn the lesson about our water resources. So without water, there is no life. Yes or not, children? Okay, without water in our daily life, we can't start anything. Yes or not? When in the early morning, when we get up from the bed, we are using the water. We have to go to our daily uses. Yes or not? For our daily use, we are using, and washrooms we are going. Okay, so to fresh up, to bath, to clean the vegetables, okay, to drink, for irrigation, yes or not, for each and everything we need water. So water is a very important in our life. It is an essential in our life. Okay, to cook food, okay, to wash the clothes, and also to drink, okay, to cultivate the lands. Okay, it's a very important. So, fill in the missing letters to complete the names of these water bodies. Okay, Mumbai faces this sea. So, what is this? Arabian Sea. This longest river of South India is also called Dakshin Ganga, Godavari. This lake in Odisha is famous for migratory birds. What is that? Dal Lake. Okay. So, going to the lesson, water is essential for our life. That means it is a very important source in our life. We need water to drink, cook food, wash clothes, and to many other things. And farmers need water to grow in crops. So, as earlier I said that the sources of water, about 3/4 of the earth is covered with water. There are many sources of water. That means we are having a different type of sources of water. Those are rain, groundwater, ponds and lakes, and rivers. Okay, first we can know about the rain. It is a main source of fresh water. That means when the rain falls, we are getting the fresh water, and the farmers depend upon the rain for their crops. And groundwater. Much of the rain that falls seeps into the ground. This is called a groundwater. Okay, so when the ground seeps this, we have this water in the ground. Ponds and lakes. An area of water surrounded by land is called a pond. A lake is bigger than a pond, and rainwater collects in ponds and lakes. Okay, so the water is surrounded, it is having a bigger pond. The rainwater is collected in these ponds. Rivers that originate from the mountains get water from the melting of snow and rain. Okay, and here they carry water throughout the year, and rivers that originate from the plateau get water only from the rain. They almost dry up during the summer. So in the rivers, the water is flowing and melting of snow and rain. Here they carry, okay, through the year. So when the summer comes, the water is dried. Seas and oceans. Most of the water on the earth is in the seas and oceans. However, this water is salty. We cannot use it. Okay, so in the seas and oceans, the water is not useful. Next, a means of irrigation. In irrigation, how the water is useful. To grow crops, farmers and need a sufficient and timely supply of water. This is possible only through irrigation. There are different means of irrigations in India. That means the water we are using in a different types. The first one is wells and tube wells. So we can see here a tube well. Okay. So through this tube we are getting the water to the cultivating the crops. In villages, people dig wells to bring groundwater to the surface, and water is drawn using a Persian wheel, and sometimes a groundwater lies at the great depth. In such a case, a deep hole is dug and a tube is sunk into the hole, and water is brought up using an electric pump. Such a well is called a tube well. So we are getting this water, so they are digging the hole to the ground. Okay, so to that ground they are attaching this tube with an electrical pump. Okay, so this is called as a tube well. They are widely used in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. Next, canals. So here we can see canals. See, so mainly we can see those in villages most probably. In the northern and coastal plains, small channels are dug to take water from the rivers to the fields. These are called canals. Tanks. The southern plateaus, the low-lying areas, get filled with water during the monsoon season. These are called tanks. The tank irrigation is mostly practiced in Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, and Karnataka. So, tanks means water is filled, okay, in this, and when they use, they need this. Okay, so when they wanted this water, they'll supply to the land. And here we can see this dam. The dam gets gates called sluice gate that can be opened and closed to the control flow of water. Okay, here we can see the reservoir. The water is stored here. This is the dam and the gates to control the water flow. Okay, if we want a more water, the gates will taken up. Okay, if we want the slow motion, they will close slowly. Okay, this is the dam and this is the storing of water that is called as a reservoir. Sprinklers. The sprinklers are used. Okay, the pipe is sprayed into the air. It falls on the plants like rain. It's popular in Rajasthan, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, and Kerala. So, in sprinkling irrigation means the sprinklers will move like this. Okay, sprinkler will turn. From here, the water will come out. Okay, it will come out like a rain. Okay, it will. The total area will covered with the sprinkler irrigation of water. Dams. Here we can see the dam. A dam is a very strong wall built across a river to block the flow of water. This water is stored in an artificial lake called reservoir. Created behind the dam, the stored water is taken to the fields through canals. So, as I said, the water is stored in the reservoir and the dam and the gate to control. When they need, they will taken to the fields through the canals. The dam is called a multi-purpose project because it is useful to us in many ways. So, as a dam is very useful for irrigation. Okay, we are using in a dam, the water is made to fall from a great height. The force of falling water is used to generate hydroelectricity. That means the flow of water is falling here. We can use this flow as an electricity to produce the current. Okay, that is called as hydroelectricity. It provides water for irrigation and it controls the floods. There are many multi-purpose projects in India. So we can have a Bakranangal dams and also the Damodar Valley project. Okay, and next is Sardar Sarovar Dam and Metturu Dam built on Karevi River.